You are welcome to our podcast show today, a show where I, your family coach, David Eyiangho, reveals how wisdom impacts your daily life, because success is 80% wisdom. And if you have wisdom, you will have your world under your control. Thank you for being part of the show. I appreciate your investment of your precious time to train your mind. I want to sincerely thank you, as always, for all that you do in telling other folks about the show, because without you doing that, there is no way to explain the steady growth that we enjoy across all the platforms. And we find it so gratifying and so encouraging in preparing the show especially for you. Living a life of excellence takes a deliberate effort to first of all build the foundation or the base of your spiritual backbone, and then have a plan in place to maintain it and continue to grow infinitely. That is very, very important. You cannot go through life just hoping. It has to be a deliberate plan with what you plan to do this week, with what you plan to do this year, with what you plan to do in the next 3 years, next 10 years. That is very, very important. That is what our show is all about. We're giving you tools to be able to make that plan. If you attempt to live your life without understanding how the world really works, you will end up where you never imagined. This is simply Wisdom 101. If you have abundance of wisdom, you will have your world under your control. In this podcast today, I will identify one key area that can be a showstopper in your life, in anybody's life. So stay focused on me for the next few minutes. For those of you that know me well, I don't fill my podcast with entertainment. I am only here to give you practical, life-changing message to deal with life's challenges. Our show also comes with complimentary deep dive into some of our show's topic during our weekly online marathon meeting. For information on how to join our webinar, the webpage is ntsl.com/webinar. As usual, my podcast is always evergreen. This is because these are timeless principles for mankind on which we can build the ever-changing world, confronting challenges head-on and continue to win. This is a show for family and finance. If you are new to our podcast, I welcome you and thank you for joining NTSL family of winners. I really do appreciate those of you that have already subscribed to the show. If you have not yet done so, please pause the show now and help me take care of that. You can subscribe to the show from whichever platform that you are listening from globally. This will ensure that you get an alert when there is a new dose of wisdom on things to do with your family and your finance. Remember, your success in any area of life is 80% wisdom. This topic of the show today is the coming out power. You see, your life is not just your physical body. Your life is soul, the spiritual component, the unseen, something like your integrity that you can never measure in the lab by any test. That soul lives in your physical body. So your body is your soul in your physical body. So in order to make a meaningful progress, a successful and fulfilled life on earth, you must guard against distorted view of reality, of how the world really works. This distortion comes through universities, indoctrination megaphones, in cahoots with governments and other groups, where they want you to believe in a world without God, a world without spiritual reality. And that is far from the truth. You just have to look at the chaos out there every day. To sort of, you just have to think for yourself. The good Lord created us with a gift for a specific work that is the purpose for which you and I were created and put on earth. When you focus in the center of that purpose, using your gift to do this work, that is where you will find your success and your fulfillment in life. Every human being is created with their own gift, so that we can work interdependent and serve each other. For example, if you are a medical doctor and I am I'm into food production industry, I don't have to worry when I have a need for a medical attention. I will just come to you. When you need food to survive, you will come to me. The free market, human interaction works ever so well. So all I have to do is manage my gift so that I can perform at my very best, so that I can give you the very best nutritious and safe food for you to eat and nourish your body and your soul. I never need to worry about any competition from you. That is the blueprint for mankind as designed by our Creator. So as a human being, your power to have control over your life is already in you, but 97% of people don't know how to activate it. The principle that you need to activate that power right now is what I call management through your work. Management is top priority in the mind of our Creator. Management simply means the age of man being in charge. You see, the Kingdom of Heaven book called the Bible is a powerful toolkit any human being must equip self with to walk life adventures successfully. The book is never and will never be a religious book. It is a book of life given to mankind by our Creator to correctly navigate life. The insight into what I will be talking about in the next few minutes is directly from the messages from the Bible. Even if you classify yourself as an atheist or agnostic, the timeless wisdom, laws, and the principles in the Bible will guide you out of trouble any day. It is a book that no doubt offers undeniable values from the Creator's mind to mankind. This principle is from the Heavenly Book Bible. The principle is for mankind and nothing to do with religion. I repeat again. This is because the Kingdom of Heaven is not a religion. I have created so many podcasts about the Kingdom of Heaven, and now you could live a Kingdom of Heaven lifestyle here on earth. You no longer have to die to enjoy heavens here on earth. check please out those podcasts, and or you can join our special inner circle for happy warriors, or you will sometimes hear me refer to them as warlords. Happy warriors are people who are committed to learning to do the things that they must do when they must do them, no matter what it takes to protect their families and generations to come. You can join today from our website, of course, at ntsl.com/3%. That is 3%, ntsl.com/3%. So our Creator says we are created to manage, in bracket, work the earth. You will find this principle at the very beginning of the Bible. For those of you who may not be that familiar with the Bible, in Genesis chapter 2 verse 5 to 6, God said He created everything needed on earth, but did not allow anything to grow on earth. He did not send the rain, because there was no man to manage it. God therefore created mankind to work the ground. The word work in biblical Hebrew means to manage. That is why God only sent resources to good managers. Let me, at this point, just mess up with the wrong thinking of most religious people. A good manager does not have to be righteous. God wants profits from the resources He has entrusted in our care. He wants those profits to benefit the world. If you, of course, you are both righteous and a good manager, you have the best of both worlds, on earth and afterlife. Just be mindful of that divine truth and God's reward system. This is the ultimate secret to thriving on earth, even in times of crisis or rough times. As I detail in my eNote dealing with crisis, this eNote is a complementary tool to our coaching program, and you can get info on it from our webpage at ntsl.com/discovery. Remember, I told you earlier on in the podcast that God created you with your own gift for the work you do to serve other God's children. This gift is central to the purpose, your purpose in life, and it prevents you from competing with others. You just need to discover your gift, develop it, refine it, package it, and solve problems for the world. You just have to manage your work and make it better for every season in your life. God Himself will give you the power and the know-how to do just that. So start planning today, taking authority and transitioning to excellent management posture, attracting God's resources. That is your mandate on earth. Remember that when you mismanage God's resources He entrusted in your care, you will lose all, and so much more in life. Trust me. You just have to look around. For a successful journey of life, there are only 3 critical things you need to know and understand. Number 1, where you came from. Number 2, where you are going to. And finally, number 3, what you need to do in between. Of course, I've just told you one of the critical things you need to do in between, which is manage the resources God has entrusted in your care. If you don't have the correct answers to these questions, you are just like a ship in the ocean of life without a compass. So when you understand the thing, yeah, it will work for you. So talk to us today for help to your challenges in any areas of finance and business, your family. Better still, you can join our weekly webinar marathon. Please head to our webpage ntsl.com/webinar. Remember, NTSL is where wisdom lives, because success is 80% wisdom. And if you have wisdom, you will have your world under your control. And that is all we have time for today. So I want to thank you for listening. Please let me know your number one takeaway from this show. Until next show, I wish you a passionate and profound growth in your families, in your friendship, in your finance, in your fitness, and of course, in your faith. This is David Eyiangho. Remember, NTSL coaching is a safe place in an unsafe world. Stay strong, be of good courage, and above all, be around winners. You stay safe and you stay blessed.